In this video, we're going to walk through how to create a custom labor matrix. Let's go up here to the system settings icon, the key and the gear. We're going to make our way here to the list tab and then down to pricing matrices. Over on the right hand side of your pricing matrices window, you're going to see the add new button. So when we click add new, we're going to be able to name it. Let's affectionately name it here custom matrix. We'll make it a labor matrix. The best practice here is to put labor or parts in the description so that we know in any other drop-down selection in pricing profiles, a little bit easier to identify which one it is. So we'll tab over here to the type drop-down. Let's call it a labor. And then we're going to select the rules edit. Now, in any custom design, whether it's parts or labor, we're going to use our new range button. That's going to be our best friend. That's how we're going to add any new windows. So we are going to start with the lowest quantity first, up to an hour. And here's where we're going to start with percentages. Now, we can make our way through these. There is no right or wrong answer, so test and measure is the best method. We're going to start with a high number first. Now we're going to add a new range, and what we're going to use here is a little bit different example. We're going to do $2.99, and then in this case we're going to do 25%, and then we're going to add a new range. And let's go back. We're going to take that back here. We're going to do $3.99, and again we're going to leave that at 25%. And this new range, by the way, it starts at the top, because that column there represents the lowest to highest number. So as soon as we put a value in there, it's going to resort that column. So let's go to $9.99. And we're going to make some sense of all this in just a moment. You're going to ask yourself, what in the world is he doing here with this $.99 business? So as we've resorted those columns, let's look at the idea behind this. So it is up to and including. I suffer from a little bit of OCD, as you can see. So if it's up to and including at 4.0, that goes to the next branch. So if we wanted to get technical here and we wanted to get to 5.0, then we could go over that line there. But let's not split hairs. At 4 hours on a water pump job, that's going to be an extra hour of labor that we're going to get. At 10 hours, that's an extra 2 hours of labor that we're going to get. So this is not an overly aggressive matrix by any stretch of the imagination. But we still have the opportunity now to add another range and to keep going higher here. So if the mojo of adding additional time, so we can go $13.99 and we can go up a little bit higher. But you may notice that this is going to be a little bit of a change from what you might imagine. You might go higher again. Now you think to yourself, why would I go higher? This is a great question for any coaching outfits that are out there. This has to do with heavy engine work and what the impact of the flow is on the daily operation here. That's a great question, let's say for a company like Repair Shop of Tomorrow. Now down at the bottom of your screen here, you'll see up and above over at your bottom level, what is your bottom line going to be? And I'm going to mark that at 20%. And then the final order of business here is going to be to click Save. And that is going to keep your custom matrix in place for use in the pricing profile section, which you're going to learn more in the rest of your coursework.